Welcome to Conversations with HJM. I'm Lisa Harris-Jones.
And I'm Barry Glassman.
And today we have the President and CEO of United Way of Central Maryland, Franklyn Baker.
Glad to be here.
So you're celebrating an important year at the United Way. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, lots of organizations are celebrating milestones. We're celebrating 100 years in Central Maryland. Since 1925 through this year, we have done many, many wonderful things for the community, but it's not just about the past. It really is how do we leverage what we've done these past 10 decades, leading to our second century of service. We're very excited.
So 10 decades of great success. What would you say in the past several years would be some of the big things that United Way has done for Central Maryland?
Yes, we've moved our business model from a pass-through model where dollars come in from companies and organizations and they go back out to nonprofits to help their work, to that and doing lots and lots of work in community with eviction prevention, mental health, digital divide work, a host of services that really have benefited the community, both directly, United Way have done themselves, but also supporting nonprofits to do good work in community.
And as you look forward, what are the challenges that we know that, I have to say, I don't think the challenges ever go away. You've got a tough job because you know the needs are always there.
Always there.
But when you think about the next 100 years, the next 10 years, what are those challenges, those things you're going to reach for?
Yeah, one of the things we've become known for is providing what's needed, where it's needed, when it's needed. So if there's an Ellicott City flood, we're there to support the people in need. There's a building challenges where people are trying to figure out exactly how do they deal with the next crisis. If there is a bridge collapse that we experienced recently here, the individuals who live in and around that community, making sure they have what they need to survive it. If there is social unrest, like in 2015, where we came and rallied around the community, every single opportunity for us to rally around an issue or challenge, they all are different, and they'll be different tomorrow and into the next century of service. United Way of Central Maryland has found a way to use our competencies, to use our strengths and talents to make a difference, not only in that moment, but in the moments to come.
You said United Way is focusing on matters such as mental health. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we have an organization that we've worked for years with called Pro Bono Counseling, and they're individuals who come to us. They call our 211 helpline for services, and what we say is there are more than 211 reasons why one should call 211. Anything in the health and human services category, one of which is mental health. So someone calling saying they're struggling, they're filled with anxiety, I'm not sure what medication to take, especially during the pandemic when they had all these various things that could happen and where to show up to get their shots. So giving people some ability to receive in a complimentary fashion through Pro Bono Counseling Services, one of our partners, mental health supports. There were lots of supports provided during the pandemic as well with the digital divide. Many parents feel with lots of anxiety because not knowing how to navigate their kids through the process without a teacher in the room as they're working from home. So providing mental health kits to thousands and thousands of students and parents was really, really beneficial. So that's just one example of what we do in the mental health space.
Yeah, full disclosure, I must say the United Way was one of my biggest partners.
And we thank you
during
for that.
during COVID and our battle against addiction and the opioid epidemic. And some of that is just through partnerships. And if you could talk a little bit about local government partnerships, business partnerships, and how you bring everybody together. And the United Way is kind of special at bringing everyone together to help others. I mean, I hate to simplify it, but...
But we have a slogan, you should know, Barry, is United is the way to bring people together. Governor Moore has said at a couple of our events, he says, when we are united, we can't lose, but if we are divided, we can't win. We have to be fixated on finding solutions rather than haranguing each other around process. Let's get to the bottom line, which is how do we help individuals get to the next place where they can economically thrive, have mobility in their communities, but also get to the place where they're reaching the highest level that they achieve for themselves, right? It's very important. So partnership is key,
You're doing a lot with families and students. What's United Way doing with students here in Maryland?
Yes, we have one program, there's so many, one program called Young Men United, and it's for young men of color in the Baltimore region. There are 2 high schools right now we're working this program. It's phenomenal. It's for ninth grade through high school and into college or careers. College preparation, incredible academic preparedness, internships, mentorships, making sure they have everything they need as a wraparound, because many of these students come from Title I schools. They're part of ALICE households. ALICE stands for Asset Limited, Income Constrained, Employed. The households they're coming from, they're struggling to make ends meet. So these individuals have access to a host of supports that put them in a really good position, so they have the soft skills. They're introduced to employers. Here's a candidate who has soft skills that can run directly into the workforce, ready to get to work, and the hard skills that it's going through the training, the internships, all of the assessments they need to make sure they're on par. Our last class, so proud of this, Lisa, 75% of our class members in Young Men United received college entrance. So they were accepted into college, and we're just excited about the progress.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you got through 100 years.
Yeah.
What's the future for United Way of Central Maryland?
The future is making an honest internal assessment and audit of what we have done these past 10 decades. How we have gone through wars, how we have gone through financial crises, what we've done during the pandemic, and say, are we equipped to take the same capacity and competence into the next century of service? There will be headwinds, there will be tailwinds, a host of things happening in the next century of service. But at the end of the day, we want to make sure that we're just as responsive as we were when we created a war chest of dollars in to support the community back in 1925, 26, 27, et cetera, till going into 2026 and beyond. What is needed at the time? How do we use technology? Mm-hmm. Today is AI. What will tomorrow be? We have no idea. But how do we make sure we are a learning organization, that we're failing forward, failing fast, and failing often, so that learning is at the base of everything we do. The data we create. For example, we have the ALICE report. It comes out every 2 years. It provides really helpful information about where are the needs. Are there a lot of calls in some part of our region on homelessness? How do we use that data to create a policy or program or intervention that deals with that issue in real time? So data, whether it's soft or hard data, longitudinal or real time, so much a part of what we do and how we operate as an organization.
So how can a lawmaker, a stakeholder, how can they get involved with your efforts at the United Way?
I think the 2 words or 3 words is advocacy, donations or contributions, but also really being passionate about the issues that matter most. So caring about whether it's housing, whether it's health, whether it's education or workforce development, whatever their issue or set of issues are, the companies, the legislative community, and all of the stakeholders that care about our community can really work alongside us to unite with us. Because United is the way for partnerships, for driving change, for making a big difference, for not just for now, but for years to come. Yeah.
So you're not joining the Orioles, because I saw you throw out the first pitch.
Yeah. It
You're
went a little to the right.
Yeah.
I look good in the process.
Yeah, you did. But knowing that you're an Orioles fan, tell me about the Ravens. Are they going to the Super Bowl?
The World Series.
No, I said the Ravens. I know the difference. I said I know he likes the Orioles. But are the Ravens going to the Super Bowl?
This is their year.
This is their
everything
year,
they need.
right?
The defense is Glory Days defense. They have additional weapons on offense. Lamar is ready. He's learning a lot through these various cycles of year to year. And they have the king in the background to run another 1,000-yard season. They should win it all this year.
You've given the best answer to that question.
Very good. No, I want to thank you and everyone with the United Way. When you mention caring, I always tell folks that easy to care, love your neighbor, easy to write a donation, easy to get involved in the United Way.
That's right.
It's one of the easiest things you can do to feel good about yourself and help the United Way.
And
We have to get you to work a little bit more with us on their issues. You're good.
It's very good. I would just say, Lisa, that part of our slogan, and it's not just a slogan for us, we really do believe this as an organization, is people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. When people can feel and sense and you're consistent and you follow up, they know that you really care, right? So it's easy to come alongside an organization that prioritizes caring, right? And then the actions follow suit, right?
Wow. Well, thank you for joining us.
Glad to be here, yeah.
And thank you for joining us with Conversations with HJM.